After the war in 1945, you had hundreds of thousands of Jewish refugees living in displacement camps around Europe, in Austria and Germany and Italy. And there were many attempts by British and French Jews to try and rescue those Jews and bring them to Britain. You had one attempt in late summer 1945 to bring a few thousand Jewish children from these DP camps. They were orphans, they had no families, they were living in squalid conditions, there was no heating in the camps. And so you had these rescue efforts, these British Jewish organizations, these French Jewish organizations, trying to bring these kids, settle them in homes, settle them in synagogues where they would have much better treatment, access to doctors, heating in the winter. And what did the Zionist movement do? Ben-Gurion travels from Palestine. He travels to Germany and Austria in 1945, and he collaborates with the committee leaders of these DP camps. He compels them to forbid any Jews from leaving the DP camps unless they come to Palestine. Either they come to Palestine or they linger and suffer and even die in the DP camps. So this idea that Zionism is about rescuing Jews from persecution is just a fiction. Zionism was about ensuring those Jews wind up in Israel and Palestine. They needed the bodies to wage a demographic war and to wage a kinetic war. As we said, they knew they would need to establish a fierce fighting force. And throughout the 1940s, they're expanding the Haganah. They're actually in the camps recruiting Holocaust survivors to join the Jewish militias in Palestine. And then in 1947, after the partition plan and after the outbreak of violence in Palestine, what does the Haganah do? They go around the DP camps and they institute a mandatory conscription among Jews in the camps ages 18 to 35. Here, you just survived the Holocaust. Here's a gun. Go carry out ethnic cleansing in Palestine by force. And you had many Jews in the camps who had no interest in fighting. These people just survived 6 years of war, and now you're sending them into another war?